Hey world, Ruth Tosic, author. I Am Not the Girl. Memoirs of a Certified Nursing Assistant, available at Amazon.com books, Beckham Publishers. Hi, welcome to episode 6 of my YouTube program, Help Me Please. I'm so glad that you all can join me tonight. So, tonight's episode is something that I haven't thought about in a while, but every once in a while it runs across my mind. And it is a subject very touchy for some seniors that's out there, but this topic tonight is for my independent living senior community. Okay, tonight's episode 6, Ain't Love Grand. And basically, tonight's topic is going to touch on seniors and sexually transmitted diseases. Now you're saying, Ruth, right? I know my grandma ain't somewhere out here trying to get it in. All right now, independent living communities, just like out there, you're just in the community, maybe gated, maybe high-rise building. People are people. I keep saying that over and over and over again. Several years ago, when I was a nurse aide, when I was out there doing it right, y'all, doing it right, I took care of a lady down in South Florida. She lived in a senior community. One of them situations, we got like 18 buildings on the compound. Well, when half of the seniors go home in the wintertime, and the snowbirds come back. So what they do when they leave to go elsewhere in the United States, then they come back. A lot of women and men that live in these communities, you don't live at home. Maybe your significant other has passed away. You don't want to get remarried again. I understand that Social Security check going back to the government, the extra income. I get it. I'm not judging. However, here are a few things that you need to understand. Even young people geared toward your parents in these communities when you go visit them. Or some of you parents that are in these communities by yourselves and you're just looking for love because you're lonely. Everybody wants to be worshipped and adored, wants to have somebody in your life. Nobody wants to die alone. I get it. I probably will, because I talked about the aid in this book so bad that I might not find the right one to take care of me when I get to that point. However, enough about me. Let's get back to the topic at hand. So I took care of a lady, South Florida, in the senior community. She's female, 82-something years old, patient history. She's diabetic, type 2, below the knee amputee, and wheelchair dependent. Tertiary syphilis. What? Well, that explains the wheelchair part, because once I found out that tertiary syphilis, like the last stage of syphilis, it affects your heart and blood vessels, your brain, and your nervous system. So that ability that you had to walk, you're in the chair now, okay? And that usually happens 10 to 30 years after you first contract the infection. So basically, you have a lot of people from a generation where once they caught this, either they ignored it or they just didn't get it treated, and it just manifested, just stayed in their body and took on forms of other things that may have been wrong with this individual, like arthritis, or they may have said that this is all a part of my aching back, not knowing that what you had in your has affected your aching back now. So, and then sometimes it's the embarrassment, the fact that well, I'm in this place and I met this guy and he seems so wonderful. Yeah, okay, that guy didn't tell you that he had it, and he probably didn't know he had it. So here we go. Let's get to the statistics. Okay. Seniors and sexually transmitted diseases. Because see, here's the thing. I look at life, and I'm looking at life from this perspective now. Excuse me. Trying to air conditioning up in here. I don't know how folks be trying to think I could do these things without the things that I need. Wow. So you're in a place, your family has put you in one of these independent living, maybe a situation has come to the point where you had to sell your home. You're in a place, new environment, and meet nice, lovely people. They have activities, happy hour. Yeah, happy hour, dances, activities, things, social things. Things that you would probably go to or do when you were out there, but now you're in these places and you just want to feel like you belong. You just want to meet somebody. You want to be able to talk to somebody. You want to share your stories, your pictures of your grandkids, things that they're doing, your great grandkids. You want to go back to a time where things were nice and weren't so uptight. And then one day you might meet that individual, male, female, and then you talk, and then you meet in the dining area, or you go out, or you're on an excursion, or whatever the case may be. It turns into a situation where you have a partner there, you have a friend, you have somebody that you have something in common with. People are people. And it may come upon a situation where you may get to that point where things escalate, because they do. And one unprotected moment here, one kiss there, and here we are. Seniors and STDs. Did you know that October is AIDS Awareness Month? Seniors and AIDS. That's a whole nother program. But from the statistics and the things that I've been gathering up here, because I'm just here to give advice. I'm no doctor. I'm just going to give you information, explain it to you. It's best and as simple. God, you know I'm tired. And it's as simple as I can, so you can take charge of your situation. You can be informed, and you can go out and get the help that you need for certain situations. Because just like you go see your primary care, once a year, get your blood work down, I always ask mine. Now that's me. I can't speak for the rest of the population. I will ask my primary care CRNP, Judith Heredia, over at Thomas Jefferson University Hospital. Can you, when they do your yearly blood workup, can you check for STDs? Ain't no shame in my game. So see, here's the deal. You never know what may catch up to you from years going by that is manifesting and sitting in your body. I'm not saying you got to be the town whore or this and that and the other, or you're just all over the place with yourself. And a lot of seniors feel as if, well, I can't get pregnant no more. That ship has sailed. And a lot of guys that feel like, well, I got that little blue pill. I got a little help out here. Women have hormone replacement therapy. So there are things out here to get you in the mood. Maybe some people are getting it in out here because they're bored. You know what? I'm not even going to stay on there. Let's just keep it moving. But I have the information here that you need to know as a senior so that you can educate yourself about the decisions that you're making out here with these players from the Himalayas. Child, please. Just because you are 60, 70, 80, 90 plus years old, some of the same behaviors that you had when you were that mean girl or that fly guy or that lover or whatever, you're still the same people. Just because you still carry those same, you may have slowed down or mellowed out a little bit just because of your illness or whatever's going on with you. Trust and belief. Some of y'all still out there trying to play it like y'all had it like way back when. I sat back last week and I said that I was going to watch this Golden Bachelor. So I watched the Golden Bachelor last week. I needed a whole box of Kleenex after watching it. Gary, I love you. I understand your situation. But I looked at the other women that were competing for your affections. I get it. Nobody wants to be alone. Some people feel like this is their last chance for love. Let me see if I still got it. let me see if I just need somebody. I just need a friend. I just need somebody that I can call, I can depend on. Maybe I can try this a second time around. But the takeaway for me was the desperation. I need to tell Gary that I love him. What? The show is only on for 11 weeks? I wished I could have fell in love with somebody back that quick. When. But I get it. But I'm like, it's kind of sort of like, it's kind of exciting, sad, and creepy all at the same time, because you're sitting there wondering, damn, these are like grandparents, these are like old people are trying to play it like they were when they were younger. It's not that they're trying to play it like they were when they're younger. Nobody wants to be alone. Well, some people, I'm not gonna speak for everybody. I can be alone. I'm cool like that. I'm good like that. Because I've lived such a sheltered life. I just need somebody around to help me along the way when I get sick. Just help me get myself together, clean up, and all that other stuff. I can take it from there. I got God on my side. I read my Bible. I'm spiritually in tune with who I am. But a lot of folks, nobody wants to die alone. I get it. Okay, so we don't want to die alone. However, women and men, just be cognizant of the behaviors that are coming your way. Some of these men, they might want a second wife to take care of them. You may have some dollars out there. You might have some things out there that, look, like I said, just because you old, the game is still the same. And then again, it might be some people out there where I just want to hold your hand every day. That's enough for me. Hold my hand. A lot of hand to hold here with me. Enough about me. Okay, moving on to the facts and the statistics. Did you know that in the year 2020, there were 411,723,000 people in the United States population, that's just the U.S. alone, living with HIV. Wow. Okay. Living with it. Well, I guess that's better than dying with it, because now you have medications. The old stuff was still out there, condoms, dental dams, saran wrap. They do have prophylaxis out there that you can use to protect yourself while you're engaging in these behaviors out here. There's a sharp rise, but there always was a rise in chlamydia and gonorrhea in assisted living communities and independent living communities, all because of the fact that people may have caught something from somebody, but nobody wants to admit that they caught it, or they're embarrassed and they don't want their friends to know. Or they don't want the aide to know, but the aide gonna find out anyway because she's reading your face sheet. But she's not supposed to tell your business because that's the HIPAA law. Okay. 260% of the United States population from 2008 to 2020. Chlamydia, gonorrhea. Wow. Like I said before, a lot of these seniors, I can't get pregnant. Come on, boy. Come on, John. ED drugs, hormone replacement therapy. So, educate yourself. Ask your primary care physician and your primary caregivers to simple blood work. Is all it is like actually included in your yearly blood workup. Test me for what's out there, and the list is long. Not saying that you have it, but you never know what might be hurting, looking around from years going by. Okay. Primary syphilis. Signs and symptoms. You have chancre sores. Anybody know what a regular sore look like? I burned myself last week. That's not a sore. That's a burn. Okay. Secondary is a rash on the palms and the soles of your feet. Not saying you can't get rashes on your palms and soles of the feet, but if you go somewhere and get tested, you'll know what these rashes on the palms of your soles of your feet and on your behind and all these other places Or go get tested. And you could also have latent syphilis, which has no symptoms whatsoever, but you still remain infected, and you could pass that on to other people. And then your situation start breaking down. So if you want to know more about seniors, STDs, AIDS, HIV, you could go to the following websites. Go to Google first. Boomershub.com, the National Institutes of Health, helpadvisor.com. Okay? One thing about these sexually transmitted diseases, they will mimic other things that's going on with you. Don't be afraid. Speak up. Educate yourself. And continue living that life out there. In the meantime, let's take care of each other. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.